Welcome to Tales of Honor, a podcast with a mission to tell the true stories of every recipient of our nation's highest military award, the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode of Tales of Honor podcast. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrose. I realize I haven't introduced myself in quite some time, and by looking at the statistics, it looks like we do have some new listeners. So, hello, welcome aboard. Take off your shoes, or don't, kick them up, and enjoy a nice, hot and or cold generic beverage of choice while you listen to the next episode. So, this is episode number 423. I do have one birthday to go over, and that birthday was yesterday, June 26th, 1988, and it belongs to Dakota Meyer. So very happy 33rd birthday to Dakota Meyer, who received his Medal of Honor for his actions in Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. I did cover his story back on episode number 31, which there will be a link in the show notes for you to go check out his story. That is all I have for now. Yes, that is correct. That's all I have. So let's move right on into today's Tale of Honor. Dwight was born on the 5th of November, 1889 in Arroyo, Pennsylvania, and his parents owned a furniture store in nearby Falls Creek. After high school, he earned money for college by working as a boilermaker for 2 years. In 1911, Dwight attended Bucknell University in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, where he studied philosophy, played football and basketball, and graduated with a Bachelor of Arts and Master's degree in philosophy. He then enrolled with the University of Michigan to pursue a law degree, but was interrupted by the U.S. involvement with the Great War. Dwight was sent to Fort Niagara for 4 months of Reserve Officers Training Corps before attending trench warfare training in Long Island, New York. By the time he deployed to France, he was a first lieutenant with Company K, 306th Infantry, 77th Division, and his actions on the 28th of September, 1918, would earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "He led his men in an attack on St. Hubert's Pavilion through terrific enemy machine gun, rifle, and artillery fire, and drove the enemy from a strongly held entrenched position after hand-to-hand fighting. His bravery and contempt for danger inspired his men, enabling them to hold fast in the face of 3 determined enemy counterattacks. His company's position being exposed to enemy fire from both flanks, he made 3 efforts to locate an enemy machine gun which had caused heavy casualties. On his 3rd reconnaissance, he discovered the gun position and personally silenced the gun, killing or wounding the crew. The 3rd counterattack made by the enemy was initiated by the appearance of a small detachment in advance of the enemy attacking wave. When almost within reach of the enemy front line, the enemy appeared behind them, attacking vigorously with pistols, rifles, and hand grenades, causing heavy casualties in the American platoon. First Lieutenant Schaffner mounted the parapet of the trench and used his pistol and grenades, killing a number of the enemy soldiers, finally reaching the enemy officer leading the attack forces, a captain, shooting and mortally wounding the latter with his pistol, and dragging the captured officer back to the company's trench, securing from him valuable information as to the enemy's strength and position. The information enabled First Lieutenant Schaffner to maintain for 5 hours the advanced position of his company despite the fact that it was surrounded on 3 sides by strong enemy forces. The undaunted bravery, gallant soldierly conduct, and leadership displayed by First Lieutenant Schaffner undoubtedly saved the survivors of the company from death or capture. Dwight would spend 5 months in a hospital in France in order to recover from a gas attack, and he returned to the States in April of 1919. He did return to the University of Michigan to continue and complete his education before moving to Akron, Ohio. Dwight was notified that he would be awarded the Medal of Honor in April of 1923, and 5 months later, he received the Medal of Honor from General John McQuigg in a ceremony at the Worcester Stadium in Akron. In addition to his wife, to whom he was married just 18 days prior to the ceremony, and John Matthews, a Civil War Medal of Honor recipient, over 3,000 people were in attendance for the ceremony. Dwight practiced law and was an avid hunter and fisherman and became active with the local VFW and American Legion. Ohio claimed him as their own, and he was the Grand Marshal for 4th of July parades, as well as Memorial and Veterans Day events. Dwight returned to Army service when the U.S. involvement with World War II became more inevitable, and he worked with the Selective Service Board for 3.5 years in Nashville, Tennessee. When the war was over, he ended his time in service as a lieutenant colonel, and on the 22nd of November, 1955, Dwight H Schaffner died suddenly from a heart attack at the age of 66. 300 people paid their respects when he was laid to rest at the Rose Hull Burial Park in Fairlawn, Ohio, and his wife, Elma, joined him 38 years later. And that was a tale of honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor, and if you enjoyed the show, please be sure to subscribe and tell your friends and family. Tales of Honor is written and produced by Christoph Ambrosch, and theme music is Loyalty and Duty by Floruz Music. If you have any questions, you can send an email to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com, and please be sure to visit talesofhonorpodcast.com for more episodes and information.